Just started when I'm starting a couple minutes early because I wanted to make sure plenty of people have time to enter. So if you're watching the replay, please be patient. Let me turn this down. Let's do it back. There we go. If you are watching the replay, I'm Bill from cruisehabit.com, and I'm here on board Scarlet Lady. Right now, we're at deck 16 aft. This is called the Athletic Club. There's a large bar in front of me. Back here is a catamaran net that looks down at a little bit some other decks, and then down at the ocean. Maybe we'll take a walk, and then beautiful views from, you can lay down, kneel, stand, whatever, along those day beds there. And we're going to talk about an announcement, something that we're going to get to do in a couple days, and we're going to take you there, providing a very unique angle. And we're going to just talk ship, answer your questions, whether it's about the thing that I'm not telling you yet, or Scarlet Lady, or anything else cruise related. Or, you know, you can ask me other questions. Ask me questions about, I don't know, veterinary dentistry. I don't know the answers, but you can ask. See a couple people starting to enter. Hello, everyone. I'm also, I confess, having to do with the announcement that we're going to make. I'm trying a new way of doing things. So apologize if I have to look down and if I screw things up at any point throughout the broadcast. If you want to know what the ship looks like that I am on from a distance, this is that very ship. I thought it was going to come up in a second. There we go. This is the ship I'm on. You can see her there. That was when she was docked in Puerto Plata. I think I took that picture a year or so ago, maybe. The beautiful Scarlet Lady from Virgin Voyages. This is what she looks like from up top. I see we got 6 now on the stream. Thank you for joining. Guys, I'm just stalling for a minute because I started early, but I wanted to kind of do a test because I'm doing things technically different. So welcome. Thank you for being among the first to join us. Where are the, there we go. Feel free. I want this to be interactive. I want you guys to ask questions, to comment, to tell me to slow down, to tell me whatever is appropriate or inappropriate. It's okay. Hello, sir. Alan James, one day, man. One day we are going to get to hang out, and I look forward to that. So right now we are sailing away from Key West. And in fact, can we see Key West? Yeah, you know what? I'll carry this over for, let me set my champagne down here so it doesn't, it's a little windy. I'll take you guys along. As we wait for people to enter, I will show you a couple things here. One, there's the catamaran net. You can walk over this and hang out there and look right down there as the wake passes. I will tell you, it is not very comfortable to walk on, though. It says you're not supposed to wear shoes. I think they made it deliberately painful so people don't hang out. But that is Key West as we sail away. We had a 5 o'clock sail away today, so I guess we didn't have any stragglers because we actually left, I think, maybe a couple minutes early. We're turning to port right now. That's where I was sitting. You can see an iPad sitting there on the desk. Again, this is the Athletic Club bar. On Valiant, they mounted a TV there because I think they're going to show sports up here. Maybe they'll end up doing karaoke. They did that here one time a couple years ago. It was really neat. But it's just a lovely area to hang out. Got some hot tubs. And then off to the side, there are some, what I call an adult playground. There's some games. There's like a seesaw or whatever it's called. They're swings, but they're heavy-duty swings. They're pretty cool. All right, 14 in here now. Thank you guys so much. Raymond Leach. I should have worn, I had a red shirt. I should have put that on. I had my red glasses on earlier. These are a little sparkly, but you probably can't even tell in this light. But love the red ship, absolutely. Helen James, you know, maybe if you would start a website where you show all the cruises you're on, then I could go where you are. Because it doesn't work. Apparently, when I create cruisehabit.com/join us, you can find out what ship we're on and hang out with us. Shameless plug there. All right, now that we've got a few people in here, I will talk about what we actually came here to discuss. So one of those things, I'm just going to fully get comfy. I'm taking my shoes off. I've got champagne. One is I just wanted to hang out and talk and answer any questions about cruising, whether Virgin or anything else. This is kind of a spontaneous trip for me. I didn't know I was going to be here until like a week ago. I'm actually just the guest of a friend of mine, Mike from Touring Cruises, if anyone knows him. So easy for me. I had to work earlier today, and I'm working tomorrow, but hey, get to work with these views. So that's one. Is I just wanted to check in. It's been a while since I did a fun live and talk ship with everyone, and we can talk about upcoming sailings and recent news. Happy to dive into any topic there. But the other thing, and this is the big thing, is Icon of the Seas. It has to do with Icon of the Seas, and it won't cost you a dime because I know Icon's expensive. Let's see. Sorry. Cruise Nuts, Virgin. Yes, this is Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Though, frankly, all their ships look nearly identical. Brilliant will be a little bit different because she needs to fit through the Panama Canal, but like still material is the same. Kathy, hello there. Oop, I tried to show your comment. Long time no see, indeed. Glad to see you here, Pascal. Hey there. 19 more days to Icon. So if you want to see Icon, here's the announcement. Raymond Leach segued me perfectly. Kelly, hello from snowy Massachusetts. I was just in Montreal. I missed the snow. Started snowing as soon as I left. I was so bummed because, you know, the grass is always greener. So when you're in Florida, Cruise Nuts, you have awesome footage of Scarlet Lady. Fantastic. Feel free, I want everyone to be able to promote their stuff. Feel free to throw a link in the chat if you'd like. So here's the news with Icon. Last week, they said Icon was going to arrive in Miami on Tuesday. And I thought, oh, man, that's a bummer because I'm not going to be there, right? And I'm not going to be there on Tuesday because, well, tomorrow's Tuesday and tomorrow I'll be at Bimini. Well, I'll be on the ship, and the ship I'm on will be in Bimini. And I wanted to see Icon, and I wanted to share Icon's arrival with you. Now, we're going to be on the maiden voyage of Icon of the Seas on January 27th, and we'll be sharing all sorts of stuff. Sorry, it just got windy, and now the camera is wobbly. So, of course, we'll be able to share then, but I wanted to share her arrival because I remember when Wonder of the Seas arrived in Port Everglades for the first time, there was so much fanfare, and it was so much fun to share that with thousands of people. And then the weather forecast for tomorrow in Miami was not so great, and Royal Caribbean said, you know what? What if the ship comes in Wednesday? I thought, what time Wednesday, Royal Caribbean? They said 7 in the morning. I thought, that's early. That's early. But I'm going to be at Port Miami at 7 in the morning because that's when the ship returns. And I thought, well, but I don't have a good view of Terminal A from this ship. And then, wait a second. They're going to go into the turning basin and do a little dance for us, I bet. And where's Terminal V, Virgin Voyages Terminal? Right next to the turning basin. In fact, was it Jason Liberty? No, it might have been Michael Bailey, I think, on Facebook, told people, hey, go to the Perez Art Museum in Miami, and we can all hang out there. And I thought, well, that would be lovely, but I'm going to be a little, across the water there. But when he said that, I went, oh, that definitely means they're going to have people watching by the turning basin. So all of that to say, I'm going to be doing a live broadcast, and we'll schedule it right after this so that you guys see it. I didn't want to ruin the surprise by scheduling it early. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast early Wednesday. We'll probably start, I don't know, 6:45. But, it's all dependent on when the ship actually arrives. So maybe it'll be a little early, maybe it'll be a little later, but sometime around 7. And we're going to be showing you Icon of the Seas as she arrives in Port Miami. I am sure there will be fireboats, shooting water streams. There will be all sorts of pretty lights on the ship. They'll be doing a little dance. They'll go around in circles for us in that basin. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited because it is truly something special. Anytime there's a new class of ships, but Icon is just so different than anything. It's almost like when Oasis class first came out. It was so different than anything that was out there. That I'm excited to see her when I sail on January 27th. But even just to see her come into Port Miami for the first time, it's going to be something really, really special. So that will be. That'll be awesome to get shared with you guys, even if it has to be so early. And those of you who know me, those of you who have met me, know I am not a morning person. So for me to commit to waking up, I'll probably have to get up at 5:30 in the morning to make this happen. To commit to that, is big, but that's how excited I am about this. So I understand not all of you will be up at that hour, especially those of you on the West Coast. For a 7 o'clock Eastern arrival. But That's okay. I'm not hurt. You can watch the replay. But hopefully there are folks in Europe, some morning folks on the East Coast, or maybe just folks like me who are really excited that can join us live at around 6:45, 7 a.m. this Wednesday for the arrival of Icon of the Seas, just 2 days from now. Ray, you're going to be on the 27th. You probably told me that, but I honestly did not remember. I'm very bad at remembering things, as you probably know. Alan James is setting his alarm. Do me a favor. I'm going to set like 4 alarms, much to the chagrin of my friend that I'm sharing a cabin with on this cruise. If you wanna send me a bunch of messages, make sure I'm awake. That would probably be good too. Kara's going to be there. Awesome. I'm excited to have you there. By the way, if anyone is going to be at either at the fort or at the Perez Art Museum and is going to be watching, and you are not a streamer, you're not somebody that's going to be broadcasting already, send me a message. If you're going to be at a different place than me, maybe we'll try something fun and fancy, and you can be a little famous. Ashley, in all of our talks, I never knew that you woke up so painfully early. So I hope you catch it as well. I look forward to being there. Mike Reinhardt from Touring and Cruises is here. Mike, it was nice enough to bring me on this cruise as his guest, and now I'm gonna wake him up so freaking early in the morning on Wednesday. Kathy usually up by 7. I had no idea how many people were up that early. I don't do mornings. I can sell my footage to Matt. I know where Matt's going to be. I don't know if he's surprising people with anything. I know where Matt's going to be. I doubt it. You know what? I can probably get him to give me. I can probably get him to buy me a drink if I promise not to talk to him afterward. Mike, with the important questions, what do you do if you've had too much if you have too much bar credit on Virgin? Mike, I know what I did. I ordered a $22 glass of Moet, even though about 15 feet above where I ordered it, when I ordered it, they were giving away free sparkling wine. That's what I did. Greg from Cruise IND, hello, my friend. Greg, I don't know if you heard that I'll be waking up early. I don't know if you're in town, I don't know which time zone you're in, depending on if you're at home or traveling. But if you're up, man, we're gonna watch Icon of the Seas enter Port Miami, or come into Port Miami and do a little dance, because we're gonna be here. I don't know exactly where, but somewhere on this ship, very, very close to her, right at that same time, conveniently. Tony Diaz, hello, my friend. Janine, you'll be on the road. Hopefully you can catch when you're on the train to work. There are people on trains at that hour. I'm learning so much. Michael Pastor, good to see you. Michael, am I dreaming this, or did you say you were going to be on? No, you're not going to be on Icon. Several people have told me, and I've lost track. I should have started writing it down. Scott Lara, hello there, my friend. Scott, I went to reply to a comment that you left on something the other day, within the last week, and Facebook kept being mean. I think it was on Facebook, one of the platforms. And I was like, oh, did he delete the comment? And no. So I got to go back and see what it was and see what I was going to say, because now I don't remember. Cruise Nuts has awesome drone footage of Jubilee inaugural sailing. I was on Carnival Celebration, which is sister ship to Jubilee, a couple months back, and I'll tell you, that ship wowed me. My only complaint was that there are a lot of people. So I've told people, if Carnival Celebration sailed at like 50, 75% capacity, I'd be on that ship all the time. Truly, that was one of my favorite ships. I was so blown away by that ship, and I'm sure Jubilee is every bit as lovely, because sister ship. Ray, how am I gonna handle all the kids after being spoiled with Virgin sailings? I do like the no kids aspect. That said, I was on this year. I've been on Celebrity Carnival, NCL. Where else? I've been on sailings with some kids, but I'm definitely definitely. I like the piece here. How's that? Snowy New Hampshire. I want to be in snow for just like 10 minutes, and then I want to come back to the one. Okay, Michael, you are on Icon. Excellent, fantastic. Tony's not. Womp womp. Scott, that's right. I saw you did sail Scarlet in November. I'm glad you finally got to check her out and had a good time. Cruising at 6,200 passengers during that sailing. That's when you're talking about the Jubilee sailing. Yeah, that was the one thing. Carnival Celebration. Honestly, some of the best complimentary dining I've had of any contemporary premium line. Wonderful entertainment. Beautiful ship. Really, everything about it was just fantastic. Except there were a lot of people, man. A lot of people. Yes, Greg, I am on Scarlet Lady, as per usual. I was actually on Valiant Lady just 4 weeks ago, as part of the Cruise Habit group cruise. And in fact, I have a quick plug here. If you want to join us on a future Virgin sailing, whether that's a group cruise, Virgin Voyages Cruise.com, shameless plug there. That's the next one we have is January. Actually, we have one with Mike in April. I don't know if that one's full or not. But if you want to join us on a group cruise or any Virgin Voyages cruise that you want to sail on, there's been a deal, My Next Virgin Voyage, where you save $300 and get $600 in onboard credit as well. And when I'm on board, I'm able to extend that to people even if you're not sailing. It's their onboard booking offer. And even as a placeholder, so even if you don't know when you're going to sail, that offer is materially changing in 22 days, 23 days. I don't think it's going away completely, but it's not going to be nearly as good. However, because I'm on Scarlet Lady right now, if you fill out the purple form over at cruisehabit.com, even if you don't know what sailing you want to take, if you just say, in the next couple of years, I'm definitely going to sail Virgin, and I want to save $900, because you save $300 off the cruise fare, you get $600 in onboard credit, combine them with all other offers. As long as you're in the C terrace or above, then fill out that purple form, and we'll get that offer extended to you. That offer is going away, or at least in its current form. It's not going to be as good. So reach out to our partners by filling out that form. Just so for anyone watching who's not familiar, I am not a travel agent. I don't sell things, but I work with awesome people at Touring and Cruises Travel, formerly known as Touring Plans Travel. And so they'll take good care of you because they help me with all of my travel arrangements. And trust me, I'm a disaster. You'll be easier than they are, I promise. Pardon me. One of the reasons Shell Celebrity now have no interest in Icon. Talking about the kids, I'm guessing. Yeah, I definitely. It's nice Celebrity. Sure, there are kids. In fact, when we're on Beyond, there were a ton of kids, but it was over. Was it spring break, or maybe it was a holiday weekend or something? But yes, generally speaking, Celebrity, way fewer kids. Icon, I'm excited about because it's just something new and different, like something truly new and different. But I get it. Will that be the ship I sail all the time? No. But if I'm going to sail with friends that have kids, Matt, then I'll probably just have to go on again, because at least doesn't she look cool? Looks pretty cool, right? So yeah, I think I have some other cool stuff here. I mean, some stats, some Icon stats real quick for those not familiar. The world's largest cruise ship. I should have put a black background with that image, huh? Let's see, at lower berths only, 5,610 guests, 2,800 staterooms, 2,350 crew. I did the numbers, so 250,800 gross tons. I did the numbers on this for people that, and I talked in a video just the other day. Check that out over on the YouTube channel. I talked about some things I'm worried about on Icon, and one of them was crowding. Not so much because of the number of people or size, but like, what if like one of those spots is really popular and like 20 of them aren't that popular, right? Distribution of crowds. Like, how's that going to work? So I crunched some numbers on the train on the way to Port Miami the other day. And what I found was interesting in that if only the lower berths are full, if we're just talking about like first and second people in a room, but every cabin full, compared to Wonder of the Seas, they're about 3 tons per passenger, more space. Tonnage on ships is a measure of interior volume. It's a weird thing. So there's more space per person with just the lower berths full, about 3 tons per person. If you fill up all the compared to Wonder of the Seas, if you fill up all the upper berths, so those third and fourth in a room, then compared to Wonder, there's about 3 tons per passenger less space. So it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be about that distribution. Do check out that video that I published just the other day about things I'm worried about on Icon of the Seas, and we're going to put them to the test. One at the end of this month on that January 27th maiden, but you know we'll probably have to go back in 6 months and 12 months, whatever, to see how things go over time, because maidens are a lot of fun, but they're not always the best representation. For one, the lines are understandably putting their best foot forward in terms of service and cuisine and stuff, and I want to see how that holds. But two, just to see as people explore, and as there aren't a billion vloggers like that are walking around the ship and taking selfies everywhere, what is that experience like? Sorry, let me go back to the chat here. I just realized lots of stuff coming in. Randy Weddle, hello, hello. Kathy, you were on Beyond over Halloween. 5 kids on board. Yeah, not on the sailing I was on, but I've been on Celebrity a bunch, as you know, and I love Celebrity. That was just kind of an anomaly for us. Let's see, who's that? Ashley, eyeing the Utopia group sailing. I don't know what group space there is left. She's talking about if you go over to cruisehabit.com/join us, we have all our sailings there, including the Utopia sailing. I think Utopia of the Seas, the October sailing, we also have on the deals section. Because the group rates we had, or that are you know, friends and partners, I don't do the work of a travel agent. They work too hard. I'm not organized enough. The rates that they had on that Utopia sailing were incredible, absolutely incredible. So lock it in. I'm looking forward to Utopia because they seem to have some really different things compared to Wonder, and I actually talked about that in that Icon video as well. Kathy, I hear that all the time. I have sailed Icon with multiple people in their 70s at this point. I've hung out with people in their 80s on this ship. And I'm so glad. I was telling Mike last night, I think it was, that one of the things I really like is that now, in the last 6 to 12 months on Virgin, I see a much more diverse crowd in terms of age, in terms of race and ethnic background, just generally more diverse. And the common factor, the common thread isn't any of those things. The common thread is people that like to have a good time and enjoy it. Listen, nothing is for everyone. And so I can never promise that someone's going to have a great time, right? But I'll tell you, if you think that you're too old to sail Virgin, nonsense. Absolute, don't let that be the reason. The party stuff is what I show in the videos and what other people show in the videos, because that's what makes good video, right? You look at my Instagram stories from last night. Crazy party up by the pool after Scarlet Night. It doesn't make nearly as good video to show laying out at the dock in one of the day beds, putting up a little flag on the table, and somebody comes by, takes your order, brings you Greek meds and a cocktail, and you're watching the wake go by. The dock, by the way, is the spot right below that net. Well, several decks below, but all the way aft. Beautiful plants out there. It's such a lovely area. For example, all of deck 7, except for the pizza place, I believe, is quiet space. They don't even, there's little quiet, soft background music, relaxed background music. That's it. You know, they've got a lovely spa on board. You know, you hang out just past here without these shouting people, just past here over by the adult playground stuff. And I like to sit in a swing and you can take a nap. I'm telling you, it's, myself and others have done a bad job of only showing the party ass. Michael, I assume you're talking about my Icon video. Whichever one it is, thank you. Michael Pastor says I made a lot of sense. Thank you. Kathy, I think the design of the connecting rooms is brilliant for guests, especially when you're not the one, if you're not using it as a connecting room, you don't know the people next to you. But I question the amount of space it takes. They're giving up a lot of space by doing that. I'm surprised they don't just do that in some of them. You know, a lot of ships have that in just a couple rooms where there's not shape. I had a Sky Suite on Apex that was like that, but it's the exception, not the rule, right? And what we're talking about, guys, is on Icon, instead of a room that a door that connects 2 rooms, the connecting rooms, they have like almost like a vestibule, and either key opens that thing, and then only your room key opens your room. So if you don't know the people next to you, the noise is way less of a concern. But again, it does take up it takes away a lot of space from the ship. I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't just make longer cabins and charge more for yet another category on Icon that already has a lot of new categories. Raymond, yeah, Royal is good at disturbing passengers. It's just nobody really knows how the distribution of crowds is going to work until the ship comes out, right? On Oasis class, they do an amazing job. It's just, I think they'll do a good job. I hope they do a good job. We just really don't know until. I need a daily nap, and I am not 70. Unfortunately, I don't take daily naps because I'm not smart. I just get miserable and grumpy. Yeah, so Greg, to that point, I actually think Oasis class, for example, manages crowds better than some ships that are a lot smaller that have poorer ratios even. Kathy, thank you for linking there out to the video content. I appreciate that. Kathy, you got multiple people telling you, try it. Kathy, just get a My Next Virgin Voyage. It's $300. You can sail. Technically, it's any time in the next years. Honestly, anytime an agent books it, they just extend it. You won't regret it. Awesome. Again, Kathy, doing the hard work, doing the groundwork there. That's where you can find the cruise deal section. That's where I just throw up stuff that I go, wow, that's an impressive opportunity. And then the join us is where you find all the sailings that I booked on. I think except Icon. I think I might have forgot to put that there. Not sure. Yeah, Randy, I read Matt's article on that, and I was like, I feel like I'm missing something there. Right? They said there's going to be a dog, like an actual living dog that's the mascot of the ship. He's going to be on all the time, or is it just like one of the master's dogs or something? And he's going to be on there sometimes. The rest of the time there'll just be pictures and whatnot. I was confused by that. Yes, I'm a little. I know I'm not surprised that we haven't seen surprise drops for Utopia. Just because it's still a new royal ship and very flashy looking. But yes, I think a lot of people forgot that it's coming out because of all the Icon hoopla. I suspect if they see strong Icon and star numbers as they've seen so far, if they continue to see strong book numbers there, I suspect you'll see in the next few weeks after the maiden, you'll start to see a lot more news on Utopia. I hope you're not just saying it to make me feel good. No, I genuinely just want people to have a good time, and it is a really, really good time. Pascal, I'm not a dog person, but I think the idea is cute. It's just peculiar. We'll see what happens. Oops. Randy, you're doing Utopia and skipping Icon. It'll probably save you some money. Icon is not cheap. I'll tell you that. It's one of the more expensive 7-nighters that I've booked. So I'm just watching them put up like magnetic those lights. I don't know. There's somebody putting up something here. Oh man, keep an eye on my battery life and time. Actually, I'm just going to spin the camera on so I can look at the battery life on this other device real quick. Okay, 72. We're doing okay. Oops. There we go. Now that you sit there and think about it, last time we were on a ship together, 2017. Oof. Man, the industry shutdown in and of itself put such a pause on things that there are folks that I have not sailed with in ages. I realized Gerald and Jessica, I'm going to get to sail with them on Icon. Realized I haven't sailed with them in ages. We're supposed to sail on QM2. We're going to do a transatlantic crossing on Queen Mary 2 together in 2020, but obviously that did not work out, unfortunately. I wonder what event is happening here tonight. They're putting up lights. I don't know. I'm using. I don't know if the I get a third device over here, but I don't have the Virgin app on, so I can't check. Ray Perdomo, good afternoon to you, Ray. If you're just joining, Let's see. I stalled because I started early because I was doing some technical tests. Then I talked about how Icon of the Seas, we're going to get to show you guys a very unique perspective because we're going to see her as she sails in. We'll be right next to her, docked right next to where she does some spins, I suspect, in the turning basin Wednesday morning. Set your alarm clock, wake up early, or, watch the replay. I won't be hurt because it is early, 7 a.m. Icon Utopia, Utopia, just, giving you all the updates. Alan James, I gotta go see you bright and early Wednesday. Yes, please, seriously, everyone, send me all of the messages Wednesday morning. Oh, I just realized I'm not on Wi-Fi, and we're like far from court now. Uh-oh. I should have switched to Wi-Fi first. I don't know what's gonna happen. Should I try switching to Wi-Fi? Kathy, that was Harmony of the Seas. Super weird for a second, and hold the phone up here just to see if I can get the range extended, because I'm afraid if I switch to Wi-Fi, that stuff's just going to drop. Guys, I sincerely hope, because I'm going to have to switch to Wi-Fi. I don't know, you know what? Maybe it's just T-Mobile the signal seems fine. Maybe it'll recover in a second. That's strange. Huh. Maybe we're okay. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to see what happens. Catching up as I figure that out. How many drinks? This is actually my first drink today because I had to work today, my day job. Because I do have, contrary to popular belief, I have a day job. I'm no Matt Hotchberg. So yeah, I had to work my day job earlier today, so I did that. I was gonna go to the gym at lunch. That didn't happen. I was trying to be so healthy today. I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym at lunch. I went and I had a salad. The salad bar at the galley here on Virgin is fantastic, and I hadn't been to it until a couple weeks ago. And Andy the Charmer, he's the magician on right now he's on Valiant. He told me, he's like, I'm telling you, the salad bar is really good here. It's not a salad bar. It's like a salad station. They make it for you. You tell them what you want. And it was delightful. And I ate a salad, a healthy salad. It was sensible. And as I was walking away, I saw a coconut and chocolate donut. So then I had a donut. No, because I have paid roaming turned off. So I roam internationally, but I have an account configuration so that I will not roam to the ship. Yeah, I think it looks to be better now. I don't know what was going on there. I think it was just a quirk. Jessica, did you just hear me talking about you guys? I was just saying that I'm excited to see you guys. I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen Kathy in forever. Looking forward to Icon. It's going to be like a reunion. There's going to be multiple folks there that I haven't got to hang out with in a while. Pascal, it is. I've been remote for probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. There's no going back now, man. Raymond, generally, yes. In fact, generally, Virgin has been among the best for that. We did have some issues. For some reason, on Valiant a couple weeks ago, something was wrong. Everyone was like, no, this is not the way it usually is. Something was weird. But yeah, it's been great on this sailing so far. And I've worked from Virgin probably, I've sailed 14 times, I think, on Virgin now. And I've worked probably at least half of those, more than half of those. You know the fastest Wi-Fi I've had at sea? Carnival Celebration. Not even close. So I willed you into joining, Jessica. So, Jessica, since you weren't here, Danielle, doing the work for me. Excellent. Yeah, so we're going to do a super early broadcast of Icon on Wednesday. Excited to see this in person. And we'll talk ship during that because we're gonna have a really cool perspective from on board here. I did a video about Icon. You guys should check out things that I hope they do right. And then we're talking about Virgin. Yeah, security policies can be tricky. What's a killer is I understand security policy is 100%. But there are really good ways of handling security that don't end up compromising in those ways. But it takes takes companies time and money to adopt them. So I get it. Raymond, yes, I'm on. I think I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now. Am I on? I thought I was on Twitter. Maybe not. I don't know. Kathy, thank you. I appreciate that. Kathy, where did you get that link? Because that one still totally works. I just created a new one recently, and I've started to change the links over to point to a new one that's through Bitly, just because I like some of the features better. So let me know where I should update that one. But they all go to the same stuff, so it works perfect. Thank you. They're setting up for some event in front of me, and I don't know at what point they're going to be like, hey, if you could do whatever you're doing and not shout, that would be great. Oh, from cruisehabit.com. Good. So I changed it on YouTube. I changed it on probably some social stuff, but I didn't change it on my website. I'll work on that. Thank you, Kathy. Oops. I appreciate it. I'll also say for anyone else that that wasn't here at the beginning, shameless. It is a shameless plug, yes, but it is truly like this is honestly a way to help you guys. If you think you are going to in the next several years sail Virgin Voyages, their onboard booking offer I can extend to other people, and it's called My Next Virgin Voyages. And My Next Virgin Voyages right now, if you pay $300 for a placeholder, you will get an additional $300 discount when you do pick a sailing, and you'll get $600 of onboard credit. They call it Sailor Loop. That offer is changing at the end of this month. It's not going to be nearly as good, but because I'm on board right now, if you fill out that purple form over at cruisehabit.com, you don't have to pick a sailing. You can assign the sailing later. No rush on that. You pay $300 and you'll save $900 in total. That offer is going away. The last chance I'm going to have to offer it to you, unfortunately, is this sailing. So get set up with our partners over at Touring and Cruises, formerly known as Touring Plan Travel, and fill out that purple form. Save $900 on any Virgin sailing, whether it's one of our group cruises, because I'm doing one with Mike in April, but we've got a Cruise Habit group cruise January 2025 back on this ship. Whatever it is, you'll save some money. Why do I still hear an echo? I have the volume turned all the way down. It says I do. Clearly not. Yeah, their onboard booking incentives are bananas right now. Bananas. Gerald, January 2025, this very ship, 6 nights, Western Caribbean, I think. But you know, there are other times I'll be on. I'll be on in April on Valiant, and I'm sure there will be others in the next year and then on. So you got to try it. But we're talking before you and Jessica got here that what I'm delighted at seeing is that there's such a wider range of people enjoying Virgin, in terms of culture and in terms of age. Not that you're old. I just mean a lot of people like it. It's not quite as niche as people thought it was at the beginning. Robert, you have, so on paper, it's 2 years. On paper, you have to pick a sailing that sails within the next 2 years. You don't have to pick it until then, right? So there's no rush on that. However, all of these will end up through Touring Cruises, and when a travel agent asks, they'll book it out further. I just did one the other day that technically the last I could have used it was for like November of 2024. And I booked something in 2025. No questions asked. Raymond, I'm just I'm legit. This offer is such a good offer, and I don't want people to miss it. You're famous now. Not really. There's threes of people on the internet that will see you. Threes of people. Oh, yeah, threes. Gerald, I haven't given up on QM2 either. I still want to do that. I still absolutely want to do QM2. That's what I was talking about right before you guys got here. Let's see. So I'll be live from here watching Icon, which is going to be right next to us. So they were originally coming in Tuesday, and I was bummed because tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be on this ship in Bimini. But the weather tomorrow in Miami is not supposed to be great, so they pushed it to Wednesday, and that's when we dock. So we're going to be right there, right next to where I suspect they'll be spinning around a little bit, and that's going to be awesome. Robert, so Rockstar discounts just all went away literally as of December 18th. So the price for suites like skyrocketed on December 18th or 19th, maybe 18th was the last day, I don't remember. Trust me, because like the day before I booked a cruise and I was like, I'm going to be responsible and not book a suite this time. And then I woke up the next day, I was like, no, I'm changing my reservation. I was like, oh, never mind. It's still honestly the cost of suites on Virgin, if you look at the factor comparing to a non-suite on some other lines, is a little bit better sometimes than you still see, but it definitely went up a bit. That said, the My Next Virgin Voyage offer still applies to suites. So you can book as a Rockstar or a Mega Rockstar and still use that My Next Virgin Voyage offer.
You want to do that
and yeah, that's what I was just telling. Mike just got here. Mike, my good friend before, and now that he invited me on a cruise, even better friend, who is with Touring Cruises.
Wife's gonna watch this bunch of video.
Hang on one sec, kids.
No way, my employer. Don't tag me.
Okay. Let's see. Can you guys still hear me? Am I still talking, or did I just accidentally mute myself? Okay. A cruise with Billy would be fun.
Cruise with Billy is very.
And the lighting isn't right. These glasses are actually sparkly, but the lighting isn't right. So I appreciate the call out on the glasses there. Let's see. Kathy, thank you. If you want to join me on a group cruise, check it out. cruisehabit.com/join us. That's all the sailings I'm on, by the way. The group cruises are listed there, including Mike's group cruise in April on Valiant.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can never remember the day. I can't remember the day of mine either. But I'll be there for that one. Robert, you can afford $300. Not even gonna notice $300. In fact, you should probably get like 17 of them just in case. But yeah, seriously, Robert, if you want, fill out the purple form, or if you, I know you're good for it. If you just send me a message, I'll just take care of you too. I haven't seen Raymond Leach. Fantastic. So he's talking about the. Did you know that they did a crew party at Coco?
Oh, really?
Today for everyone on Icon.
Oh, wow.
It's just them.
That must have been
so like they all got it to themselves. That's so cool. Like that's like they've had the Icon for the last couple days, but I know they've been working while having fun.
Yeah,
but today was just a party. I'm like, man, like those first couple days of shutdown during COVID when they had to ship to themselves, but they didn't yet know that they were about to go home and not get paid for a long time. Wayne, yeah, for a while there were some Rockstar deals that were nuts. I don't remember what I paid.
I got a 5-night at a Portsmouth for $2,700 in a Cheeky F or a Cheeky Corner suite.
Yeah, I did. What did I pay for the 8-nighter that we just did? I think that was like $4,000 for 8 nights or something.
Less than $4,000. I think he spent like 33, 37, something in between. Yeah, it was not bad.
And guys, if you want to sail like a rock star, and you want to sail with close friends or family, so Virgin does not have adjoining suites connecting rooms rather,
but
which is kind of nice, except for Cheeky Corner suites, and you can see a tour of a Cheeky Corner suite over on the YouTube channel. I've had them a couple times now. I love those suites, and they are the only rooms that connect to other staterooms. They connect to a regular sea terrace.
Yeah.
So then you have like 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's a whole thing. What's that? Mix it up. Oh, is that what that is? No. If I'm making too much noise, I can go away. No, you're good. No, we're live. You're famous. Do you want to say hi to anyone? 3s of people. Okay.
So you guys.
Let me know if I'm making too much noise. Okay. They're doing Mix It Up. It's like a mixology bartending event.
So they're gonna have 2 bartenders show up. They're gonna both compete in making 3 different drinks, and the audience will then vote on which of the drinks is better to show who the better bartender is.
I should have signed up for that. I've never done that.
It's very fun.
Ray, I need to check. I booked Hideaway, but I don't know if I booked it for Utopia or Icon. So I don't know if I'm checking it out in a week or in 10 months, or in 3 weeks or 10 months. Not actually sure. Gerald, which you watched the ship tour? Wait a second, Gerald. You're my friend, and it took you. That video has been up for what, 2 years, and just now you watched it. I still love you. Yeah, Robert. I mean, yeah, for flying in, I get it. I get it. Like even I'm even talking about booking a back to back on the Utopia group, and I don't even have to fly anywhere. I just have to take a train or drive for a couple hours. Yeah, I get it. Wayne, Wayne, that's going to be your what did you say? Your fourth Virgin Voyage in 6 months.
Nice. That's
Those are
pretty
good
impressive,
numbers, man. Those are good numbers.
You should definitely be in the Deep Blue Extras at that point.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that you don't qualify.
yeah, I'm sure. Because I think it's just 2 or 3 now.
Yeah, it is. It's like 3 in this.
That's their loyalty
in the
program. Which, by the way, if you've never sailed Virgin, you've sailed other lines multiple times. Did that technically end? Because I heard they were still doing it, but on paper it ended.
I got matched for doing silver on Disney.
So they status matched the loyalty program. By the way, Virgin's loyalty program right now, free laundry, and it's a ton of laundry. More than I generate in several weeks.
Like a fourth of that.
It's $100 extra bar tab.
Yep.
It's
Premium Wi-Fi.
Premium Wi-Fi.
Premium boarding.
Yeah, you board right away. What else? There's a cocktail party.
Coffee.
$10 every day in specialty coffee.
And the cocktail party, I was staff.
There you go. Robert, can you combine 2 certificates? I'm gonna have to move because they're gonna. If I stop talking, they're gonna cancel me for this music background. Can you help me? Actually, here, let's leave that there.
No.
Take the no. Take this first.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Bear with me just a moment because the music is such that Facebook is going to really not like me doing this. Oh, the back speakers are on too. Oh, that's great. Where can I go? The back speakers are on too. You know what? We'll see. It's at least a little more quiet here. Sorry, guys. Bear with me just a second, and we're going to be right back with all of you. And I'm going to do that.
Oh, that's not bad, though.
Okay. Thank you. Can you just grab my bag and shoes? All right, guys. Sorry about that. Apologies. I'm so impressed with this mount because it is so windy where I set it. So, Robert, can you combine 2 certificates? No, it's 1 per room. So if you booked 2 rooms, you could use 1 for each. Thank you, my friend. But you cannot use 2 certificates on 1 room. 1 per room. Kathy, I think we answered your question with the status match. Technically, I think status match ended at the end of the year. I heard someone say that they did it.
They still
a couple days ago. And if it's anything like the rest of their loyalty program, they will continue to extend all of the things. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. It depends on who you talk to be honest.
Yeah.
If you don't get the right answer the first time, like they used to say about Disney, you just keep calling back and talk to somebody else.
And if you want to deal with that less with any cruise line, use a good travel agent. Make them keep calling back.
Yeah.
People talk about waiting on hold, different answers. I'm like, not familiar.
I don't know what that's about. I mean,
You know what that's about.
I do.
Patty, actually, maybe Mike knows. Do you know when Brilliant Lady will be open for booking?
So I heard today that Brilliant Lady's going to be coming into Miami, and that the bookings are going to come out pretty soon.
I heard, I think you and I were together when somebody mentioned that also, and I was like,
they say they have to
interesting.
make final payment finally, and they're going to take possession of Brilliant Ladies really soon.
Okay.
So when those sailings actually come out, when those itineraries come out, we don't know. But I do believe that after all the crew, essentially, I've heard 3 crew members talk about how Brilliant Lady had to be paid for.
So it's either a lot of misinformation or a very poorly kept secret. You can't hear the music. Excellent. I don't know how, but I'm very, very glad. I think by continuously talking, it keeps the gain on the mic turned up so that it doesn't capture the background.
The music is blaring.
Yeah, because use headphones now. I have a wireless mic so that I can walk around in, so that we don't capture quite as much junk. Robert, awesome. Thank you very much. We'll get that taken care of for you today. Because that offer is running out, I've been running up and taking care of that for a few people, and I'm sure the onboard sales people are like, "Thank you for helping us hit a quota."
Yeah.
So let's see what else we got. So we talked Icon of the Seas. We talked about my current video on Icon. We talked about the broadcast. that I'm going to be waking Mike up for so early. I'm so sorry.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm okay.
I've been up every morning before you.
Oh yeah, you and everybody else on the planet. Like
That's
10,
true.
man.
But I woke up and I ran 7 miles before you had even like kind of moved over.
Yes. I was actually awake when you got in the room last night. I was just, when you're trying to fall asleep, and you're like, maybe if I don't move and don't say anything, I'll fall asleep soon. It worked pretty quick. Robert, yes. You'll get a call and or email from Touring Cruises with the confirmation number and such. Let's see. Any other questions? I'm going to mute the mic for just a second while I'm not talking to review a couple things. Sorry, I thought I unmuted. It's funny. I can only see on the receiver if I'm muted. I can't actually see it on my person. Let me fix this a little bit. So I talked about the Utopia sailing. I'm going to be, I hope, later this summer, either sailing to Europe or Alaska again.
Which would you prefer if you had to pick one? Europe or Alaska?
Oh, that's a hard question, man. Right? There's still a place in Europe I haven't seen. I've gone many times, but not as many as I would like. There's still places I haven't seen. You know what I think it comes down to? I'd rather do, and somebody in the comments is going to yell at me for this, and it's well deserved because I still haven't put out my river cruise content.
Yeah.
I'd rather do a river in Europe than an ocean in Alaska, but I'd rather do an ocean in Alaska than an ocean in Europe.
Fair enough. I just did an ocean in Greece. It was amazing. But I did on Virgin.
Listen, I have nothing against ocean cruises in Europe. Don't get me wrong for a moment.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this. One day you're going to try a river, and you're like,
a river
boom. And one day I'll edit the video from my river, and all of you guys are going to be.
Now, which river did you do last time?
I did the Rhine.
So you haven't done the Seine, or you haven't done the.
I almost said Duomo. The Danube.
Yeah. Which are the three most common?
Yeah, my next one, I'd either like to do the Danube, or do the Rhine again, but for a Christmas market sailing.
Oh, Christmas market is a very popular cruise.
Robert's looking for Egyptian river cruises. Yeah, I would like to do also Egyptian. That would be cool.
Nile.
I'm in denial about doing it, not doing it. But I would also like to do. There's a lot throughout Asia. Like there's a Mekong. The Mekong one looks super cool.
The same one. The one through Vietnam is pretty amazing.
I'm glad I picked a place that got louder than any part of the ship right now.
This is kind of like when you did the video during muster drill.
Yeah, I did a live video for a group during muster. That was really silly. We're gonna have to obviously move or sign off.
Sign off.
Let's go. Yo, yeah, I gotta do it. Go to dinner anyway. Love to do Vietnam. Yeah, Daryl, keep on me about both of the cruises, the crossing and that, because I want to do both of those.
What did you over to a group cruise?
I saw
on a river cruise.
I actually looked into that.
Yeah.
It's definitely non-zero chance. I'll tell you that. Rich, I see you filled out the form. Thank you. The details, it's just filling out that form, but it's basically you pay $300, and anytime in the next several years you take a Virgin sailing. This thing's loose. You take a Virgin sailing, you'll get $300 off in addition to the $300 you already paid. It's not just credit for that. You get $300 additionally plus $600 Sailor Loot, which is their onboard credit, and it's combinable with all other offers. All you need, the only requirement is it can't be not like it can, not no casino fares or something like that, and it has to be C pairs and above.
Not limited to C pairs,
Right.
and above.
Gerald, I am prepared for you giving me so many reminders, making fun of me for so many things on Icon, but the thing that I will be making fun of you for is the hot sauce. So the first time, do you know Gerald? Have you met Gerald? Gerald and Jessica? They're easily two of the million finest Canadians. No, I was going to say 10 finest Canadians. Maybe the finest Canadians. Maybe two of the finest people I've met. They're really great. So the first time I met Gerald, fun story for the group, or boring, I don't know. We were on Allure of the Seas. It's actually my first Royal Caribbean cruise.
Really?
And we went to Sabor, which I miss. I love Sabor. I think it's left on one ship.
I've done the guacamole making class on support.
Love that. Told Matt he should get the guac tool. This is true. He didn't buy it. Several weeks later, he sends me a picture. He had to get stitches all in his hand because he didn't buy it. And he cut his hand open making guac. True story. So anyway, Gerald, I meet Gerald. We're hanging out at Sabor, and I asked if they could bring me something spicy, and they brought me like a puree of sorts, an habanero puree.
Yeah.
And it was hot, which is great. I was so excited for that. And Gerald said, "Oh, I like spicy stuff," and he tries it, and it was way more than Gerald was expecting. And the server walks by, and he's like trying to play it cool, but you could tell he's turning colors. The server walks by, he says, "Can I have a glass of milk?"
That's for a glass of milk. That's a telltale sign you've gone too far.
If I recall, he never got his glass of milk either. That was a good time. All right, guys. I think it's time to sign off because it's loud and we need to go to dinner. Going to Pink Agave, and you know what I'm going to get at Pink Agave?
You're going to get tequila at Pink Agave.
And diced habaneros. Carol, I'll send you a picture.
You always get the corn and the guacamole.
And the sea bass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And yeah, but the ski taster. Oh my God, so much good stuff there. Comos Rose. If you like good tequila, Comos Rose. That's what I'm going for. Robert, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, guys. But Gerald and Jessica are especially wonderful. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for any background noise. I appreciate each and every one of you. Do me a favor if you would. If you want to thank me in any way, just find something on cruisehabit.com or on the YouTube channel and share it with someone that will appreciate it. Maybe because they're planning, like and subscribe. Maybe because they're planning a trip, or maybe because I'm ridiculous and they'll think that I'm ridiculous. I'll take what I can get. I'll take a pity subscribe. So thank you all, guys. Have a wonderful, magical evening. Maybe we'll do another live tomorrow. Maybe
You're going to do it.
okay. And we'll definitely be doing another live Wednesday morning around 6:45, 7 a.m. to show you guys the beautiful icon of the seas. She's going to be right next to us. We're going to have a perspective that no one else on the internet will have. So tune into this stream, not the other guys. We're going to have a cooler perspective. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Take care.